Uh, this is kind of a quick video, kind of a weird first video, but I got this ATC 200E gas tank here, and let me grab my flashlight here. If you can see, it's kind of cleaned up a little more now because I've had stuff sitting in there, but it's pretty rusty, like big chunks everywhere, build up and kind of coat. It wasn't as bad because I kind of had I'll explain it in a second. But I had some vinegar and I put some baking soda in there and it is eating all the rust down in there. Kind of hard to see, but it's just eating it away like it's nothing. Shining her up again. So I pretty much gotta let it sit on all sides and it'll shine this tank back up so it'll all look like that shiny right there. Right there needs a little more on it. There's still a couple specks, but what do I say now? So the reason why it kind of coated, you gotta put the baking soda in. The vinegar will it'll pick up the rust, but vinegar will evaporate and then just spread it across the tank. And wipe down that cap. That cap was covered, but it's loose. Like you can wipe it all down if you don't let it sit. But the baking soda makes it so it picks up all the rust, shines it right back up. So I had it sitting here for like a week without baking soda, so it didn't really do much. I guess it loosened it up, but it's cleaning it right up so far. I will probably post another part to this because I do not have a good editing app, so I won't put it together. But so far it's shining it up. It's only been, I just put the baking soda in like 5 minutes ago, maybe a little longer than that. It's already eating it. Won't harm the metal in the tank, obviously. It's not too much for that. But yeah, if you have a rusty big red tank, any metal tank really, that's what you ought to. It's the best thing for you to do. That's what I'm trying to say. Just normal Arm and Hammer. And I don't even know what this stuff is. Whence? Yeah, it's working all right. And if you guys really noticed, that's not stock color. It was such a terrible fade on it. I just threw some paint on it. But it's like, I thought the gas, like if I spilled gas on it, it'd eat it away. Yeah, it hasn't been phased, only by that seat rubbing a little bit down there. But yeah, should be a nice tank after all of it's done. Sooner or later I'll get some new stickers for it. Those ones kind of don't look as good. It's just hard to find 200E stickers because I don't really know why they're hard to find, but I can't find them. I can only find ES's. The difference is this is usually a gray line right here off that blue. And on the 200 ES's, they're wider, probably by like that much. And then the E's are a thin line. So that's the difference between them. I'll always think I've found the stickers for these, and then I look at the gas tank and then look at the reverse shaft and still haven't gotten lucky, but Still a good looking tank for not being stock paint. Got my upside down tusk sticker on there because I was not paying attention. But yeah, that's the best way to clean metal tanks. Easy, I mean, you don't really have to scrub them. At least I don't think I'll have to. But yeah, I don't really know what to say. Guess that's how you clean your Honda gas tanks. Guess while I'm here, I might as well show off the fancy wheeler. The 200's not here right now. It's not here. But there's my truck. 65 C10. She's a work in progress, but she's not looking very clean right now. Just broke the brake lever yesterday. But those are stock plastics on it. Stock gas tank, stock front fender. That flap I took off a different fender though. It was missing the flap when I bought it. But the rack I don't think stock. I mean, it kind of looks stock. Like, these welds are pretty smooth on there, but those are not very good. Like, it's all grinded. They have holes in it, but I'll re-weld it sooner or later. I don't know. It hasn't broke yet, so I don't care too much. Got the Statue of Liberty sticker on there. American flag. This one was a 1776 sticker, but it lost its color. Cleaned the three-wheeler with acetone. It just ate all the color off of it. But yeah, I know there's E-tape on the headlight. I rolled the thing, broke it. The cover's still good. Like, there's a little crack somewhere on it, but the chrome piece is all messed up, all bent everywhere. So I think it'd stay in if I put a little bit more effort into it. But the E-tape ain't bad against the character. This for front rack, I think is stock. It's a little bent. We like to wreck a little bit every now and then. Crash the 200 and this into each other and bend it in. But she's running all right now. I don't know if you guys can see in the tank, but it's looking all right. Here, flash. It's like this is like the main reason I bought it. Am I low on gas? Huh. Yes, I am kind of low. But I went down, picked this thing up for $600. A little bit of rust on the cap, but picked it up for $600. Didn't run. Threw a carburetor on it because the one was just filled with ethanol, just rock hard, all brown, pretty gross. Threw a different carb on. Threw a new spark plug in because it was fouled out, and she fired first pull. And ever since, she's ran fine. Up until yesterday, she's kind of been bogging a little bit, but it's nothing of concern. It's just a little. I bet the carb's just getting a little gummed up from the cold. And I've been going cheap because of buying ethanol. But guess I got a starter. Oh, she's cold. Come on. There she goes. Maybe. I don't know. She runs. She'll idle too, but it's a little cold. And she needs a little bit of carb work. But as soon as she warms up, she'll run fine. She rips. She's like Dream 3-wheeler, not 4-wheeler. Dream 3-wheeler. Happy I picked it up. We were debating on going down there. Went down there and looked in the tank because even if it didn't run, we used it for parts. But $600, no cracks in the fenders. I did a little exhaust modification down here, just for fun. And after that, I got rushed to the ER because I got a chunk of metal in my eye. But it was worth it. It didn't change it too much. I mean, it was kind of pointless, but hell, it just gives it that nice. When it backfires, it sounds a little meaner. I'm missing the airbox bracket, so it kind of bounces, but it hasn't melted or nothing, so I think it's fine. It has a bent axle. That was the biggest thing. Like I probably noticed the second day I had it, kind of like turning. You could tell. Now I can really know. Like I'll look back and you can see the tire pretty much going like this down the road. But I mean, it still drives fine. I think I bent that bolt right there. Ooh, didn't notice that till now. Oh well, it's fine. I don't have a front handbrake for the rear, or a handbrake for the rear, but foot brake works fine. The front brake worked fine till my buddy tipped it, but clean thing for $600 really. The only really big thing I had to tear down was the column, because it got loose and lost a couple bearings out of it, but took some off my part squad, threw them in, stiffened it too much the first time. The second time I got it fine. But you see, those aren't stock, I don't think. Pretty sure that's supposed to be just a rough mounted right there, but I got it had those, so I threw it on. But gosh, I guess in my last 2 minutes I'll show off the truck a little bit. 65 gas tank filler neck's gone, but the interior's not too bad on it. I painted all the black stuff in it. Just thought I need kind of a two-tone for the interior. Nicest thing in here is the floor mats. Got those a while ago. No radio, but it's alright. The only problem with this right now is the head gasket's out, but she still runs. She won't start now, she's out of gas, but she just got the straight six, sadly. If I could have picked, I would have picked the 283, but I couldn't pick. I did a little bit of electrical, changed out the terminal wires. That's kind of just some terminal I threw together because I didn't have one. Redid just right there. Had to redo some distributor stuff. Remounted this with some better bolts. Blocks. Unstuck the valves. New plugs in it, and that filter, I don't really know. I haven't done too much to it yet, but head gasket's bad. Got a couple seconds. White oil. But anyways, that's the end of this video. Probably post this part 2 to that tank video, and I'll see ya.